15th meeting of this year. Village Board of Trustees, the Village of Depew. It's October 14th, and we're running a little late, 7:07. We'll have the pledge by Trustee Kraft, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Just remain standing for a second. May we take a moment to pause, reflect, and connect with the spirit of peace and understanding that resides in each of us. Let us embrace the opportunity to come together in unity, open to the shared wisdom, compassion, and respect that guides us. May this gathering be a time of inspiration, collaboration, and growth, and may the intentions we set today lead us toward positive actions and harmonious outcomes. Let us proceed with mindful hearts and a collective sense of purpose. Amen. Notification of fire exits, please.
The emergency exits are located to my left and to the rear of the room. In the event of an alarm or emergency, kindly use the exits and evacuate the building.
A roll call.
Trustee Morosky.
Here.
Trustee Zimba.
Here.
Trustee Kraft.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Adolph.
Here.
And Mayor Peterson.
Here. First item tonight, approve the board meeting minutes from August 11th, 2025, and August 25th of 2025, and September 8th of 2025.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make the following motion and move for its adoption. Board meeting minutes for August 11th, 2025, August 25th, 2025, and September 8th, 2025.
I second that motion for approval.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And that motion's carried. Next item tonight, accept the zoning board meeting minutes from the June 12th, 2025 meeting.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make a following motion and move for its adoption that we accept the zoning board meeting minutes from June 12, 2025. Item 1, 133 Darwin Drive, approved variance for keeping of chickens. And item 2, 231 Terrace Boulevard, denied for variance to widen driveway more than the 5 feet in front of the principal structure.
I second that motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And that's carried. Next item, accept the zoning board meeting minutes from September 11th, 2025.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make the following motion and move for adoption, that we accept the zoning board meeting minutes from September 11th, 2025.
I second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And that's also carried. Next item tonight, accept the zoning board meeting minutes from September 25th, 2025.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make a motion that we accept the zoning board meeting minutes from September 25, 2025. Number 1, 88 Morano Drive for James and Patrick Bird, to permit them to widen their driveway within the required 3 feet from the property line. Approved. And number 2, 4506 Broadway Street for Mark Dudziak, to permit him to install a 20 by 10 foot concrete pad and walkway directly in front of the principal dwelling. Approved.
I second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And that's carried. We'll be able to accept public comment on any of, looks like 14?
14. Original, yes.
And then there'll be a general public concerns and comments section a little bit later in the meeting. Tonight we have 2 public hearings that are on the agenda. And if you have a question on either of those, we'll entertain them when we get to that particular one. One is on 47 Main Street up here, and the other is a public hearing on how we might use community development block grant funds on both the Lancaster side of the village and the Cheektowaga side. Next item is permission to sign snow removal contract with the County of Erie. This is a 3-year contract, just like usual. These are agreed upon between the county and there's a committee on the Erie County Association of Governments that works on that. Next item is Permission to sign Zero Broadway purchase. Weren't we going to get somewhere on this? Were we going to do something between?
I'm letting you run through the agenda first, though.
Yeah, go through the agenda and then I'll.
All right, we'll go back, all right.
Yep.
So the next item there was to purchase the property that we've secured from the County of Erie for all of $1. That's to the west of the existing solar array project. Next item is permission to sign a grant agreement with New York State Environmental Facilities Corp. And that's phase 11. That should be our final phase, right?
Yeah.
Some of you may still be on the board by that time. Maybe you.
Maybe.
So that's on the agenda tonight.
Not if they get me first.
Next item is authorize a local match 20%. That's for a study for phase 11. So it's 20% of the award of $100,000, not to exceed $20,000. We have an appointment of a new part-time public safety dispatcher, Elaine Clouden, I'm sorry. Okay, that'll be great. The next item is permission for the Depew Volunteer Fire Department for Engine 1 and Engine 6 to stand by at the Depew High School for the bonfire next Monday. Permission for Engine 1 and Engine 4 to train with Highview at their facility on October 31st. That's next week, Tuesday. And permission is granted to the junior firefighters to use the pavilion at the North Side Fire Station on October 26th from noon to 6 p.m. Next item, this is agenda item number 9, permission to sign a new contract with UniFirst. Regina, you've been dealing with that. It's uniforms.
Uniforms for our mechanics and rugs in our buildings.
That's why there's no rug. Oh, got rugs tonight.
Yeah, I might have borrowed them from a different building.
Okay. Really did show what great work our custodial staff does. Mm-hmm. Really was shiny. Next item tonight is permission to sign an agreement with Enterprise Mobility. Regina and I have worked on this for 2.5 years, maybe, something like that. We've gone through a couple different reps at Enterprise with the idea of trying to find a way that we might be able to stabilize the cost of procuring police vehicles in particular every year. This year we had to make a budget cut and Chiefy gave up without too much kicking and screaming 2 of the 3, so you only got 1. And we finally then got Enterprise to see it the way we wanted to see it. Couple of proposals 2.5 years ago, we would have had the sharpest looking DPW fleet in all of Erie County because they were taking upwards of 15 of our oldest vehicles and changing them out. And that wasn't, we were never going to get to the police vehicles for at least 2 years after that. And we started dealing with a fellow named Sam, who's a Depew resident. And originally, he wasn't seeing it quite the way we were seeing it either. And somehow we struck an agreement where we're going to be looking at 7 vehicles in this very first year. So it's your 3 police cars for the police department, 3 patrol cars, and then 3 vehicles of our older vehicles in DPW, and then 1 in rec, and Kevin's not even here. They haven't gotten a new vehicle in
2009.
2009. They usually get the hand-me-downs. So we're going to be able to basically lease 7 vehicles. And there's different time frames. The police have a 2-year arrangement, which fits their way of doing, changing them in and out. And it's 5 years for our DPW and our rec. And next year, we'll get to look at a specific number that we determine not being determined by enterprise. So we felt there was a win. We're going to try it.
Yeah, a creative way to try to get some newer vehicles where we need them and some departments that need them. And yeah, it was great working with them that they, are listening to our needs and what our wants are for.
So that's on the agenda.
Can I, point of interest, these vehicles are all on the United Auto Workers approved purchase list too. I wanted to add that because it's important. They're not foreign vehicles.
Made in America. American ingenuity. Next resolution is modify the 2025-2026 budget. Regina, anything to add to that there?
Just a lot of it was auction sales that we took in, an award that our historian got for the her display at the fair.
For
and-
fifth place?
For fifth
For
place,
fifth place.
and then just some miscellaneous paybacks.
Okay. Next resolution is the hiring of our winter seasonal recreation crew. So there's a bunch of rink guards here and a couple of cashiers. Next item is permission to waive a permit fee, Depew High School Music Department for a sign for November 15th and March 28th craft shows. We typically do that with a lot of our not-for-profits in our schools. And a new item that got added just this morning, permission for the Depew High School bonfire, which is next Monday on the 20th. And Chief Musilek with the fire department is going to be there overseeing it. And he has the go and the say as to whether or not they like the match.
Hopefully it's not windy.
Right. Okay, we have an adjustment?
Yep. Before we begin, I'd like to make a motion to move the unfinished and other business up to number 1 for the agenda items.
So taking number
16,
16,
moving it to number 1.
okay.
I second that motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And that's carried.
And just a little background on that, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Because the village is approving a purchase of land, we have to do a state environmental quality review resolution, which was added late and is new business, and that resolution must be passed before the purchase agreement can be passed. So we got creative, and if anyone has any questions on that, I'm happy to answer them.
And so at this time, I'd also like to make a motion for the seeker, a determination at 0 Broadway. Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I'd like to make a motion to move for its adoption. Whereas the Board of Trustees of the Village of Depew, herein the Board, having duly considered the acquisition of 17.2 acres located at 0 Broadway, 0 Adelaide, 0 Victoria, and 0 Elizabeth.
Good, good.
Yep. In Depew, New York, and Cheektowaga, New York, here after the project,
Unfinished.
and that such proposed action may possibly be considered to have an effect on the environment, and whereas the board, by operation of law, is the lead agency authorized to perform a review under the State Environmental Quality Review Act, herein seeker, pursuant to Article 8 of the Environmental Conservation Law, and undertook an uncoordinated review and enlisted the services of appropriate consultants, specifically the Village of Depew engineer Dave Britton, P.E., to study and analyze the proposed action and provide professional opinions as to the classification of the nature of the proposed action for the purposes of seeker. And whereas a comprehensive review and proposed project has been completed, and it has been determined that the project is an unlisted action for the purpose of seeker, and whereas a short environmental assessment form, SEAF, was reviewed, discussed, and completed by the Village of Depew engineer Dave Britton, P.E., on or about October 14th, 2025, under which the Village of Depew engineer Dave Britton, P.E., reviewed the criteria and determined that the significance of the project of the Depew and of the including proposed action, its location, and its purpose, and its potential impacts of the environment, and issued the recommendation that the project be determined to be as an unlisted action for the purpose of seeker. Now therefore be it resolved that the unlisted action under seeker, the project has been found to categorically to not have the significant adverse impact on the environment, and no further review under is seeker required. And further be it resolved that the board issues a negative declaration in connection with the seeker review of this project, and it is further resolved that based upon the consideration and completion of the is that correct?
Just SEAF.
SEAF process, the board determined that based upon this classification and negative declaration noted above, no further action is required by the board to compile with SECRA.
I second that motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed, and that's carried. Chief Musica, you had another item that was not on the agenda?
Yes, unfortunately, I did not get this information for the arrangements of one of our active firefighters who has served 57 years in the Depew Volunteer Fire Department and the village residents. Also, he's a charter member of the Weston Hose Company. Richard Brosard has passed away a couple weeks ago. I found out from his wife that the arrangements are this Saturday, October 18th at New Comer Funeral Home, located at 5090 Transit Road, right by Transit and Como. That is just outside the village line. So I didn't get the request in time for the meeting to be put on the agenda, requesting from the village board administrative permission to take the apparatus to the funeral home for the arrangements at New Comer Funeral Home at 5090 Transit Road on Saturday, October 18th, from 2 till 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I'll make a motion to allow the volunteer fire department to take the apparatus to Richard Procart's funeral services on Saturday, the 18th, from 2 to 4 at 5090 Transit Road, just outside the village, a West End charter member.
I second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, and that's carried.
Thank you.
Okay. So we will entertain any comments or questions on the agenda items only at this time. And again, if it's something to do with one of the public hearings, we request that you wait until we open that for public hearing. So we'll start with the snow removal contract. We could talk about this Zero Broadway purchase that we just did a seeker for, the grant, whatever it might be. Anybody have any comments or questions?
Where's Paul Sprada?
Nope, it's Tuesday.
The Tuesday meeting.
Used her yesterday.
All righty. Seeing that there aren't any questions on the agenda items, we'll move to number 1, which is the public hearing, 47 Main Street.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make the following motion to move to open the public hearing, 47 Main Street. Open time is 7:25.
I'll second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That's open.
Be it resolved, the village administrator is hereby authorized to advertise for a public hearing to discuss the unsafe condition and the property owner's refusal to comply now requires the demolition of 47 Main Street, Depew, New York, 14043. The public hearing will take place at 85 Manitou Street, Depew, New York, 14043 in the council chambers on October 14th, 2025.
Okay,
You're up.
so 47 Main Street has come forth with the engineer and architect, pulled a set of plans and pulled a permit and they're rebuilding structure, so it is no longer under demolition process.
They're working on it now?
Yes.
As a result of that information, I did not file the demolition application with the county. So even if we wanted to move forward tonight, we would have to keep the public hearing open and give me time to serve the notice of demolition and file the notice of demolition, but that seems unnecessary. But if the board wants to move forward based on the public hearing, I'd ask that you keep the public hearing open so I have time to file and serve that document.
Okay. And tonight, are we taking any comments?
It's the public hearing.
Sure.
Yeah. If anyone has any comments
Anybody?
on 47 Main.
Hello.
Hello,
Just the name and the address, please.
Alyssa Arlova. 165 Warsaw Street, Unit 261, Depew, New York, 14043. This morning, I invited Mr. Belfeld to observe the unsafe conditions for my tenants and myself on my driveway. The folks who are renovating 47 Main Street, throwing nails or not taking safety measures to protect my tenant and myself from popping their tires. My tenant already repaired the tire the second day after they started working, and I did. This morning when I stopped by my property, there were nails. I invited Mr. Belfeld to talk to them and tell them to stop doing it, because I already told them to stop doing it.
If I'm looking at that structure, is it on the left side or the right side?
My driveway is on their left side,
Okay, so they're working on that roof or something there, or?
correct?
Yeah.
So Mr. Belfeld did observe that there were nails, roofing nails, on my driveway. They agreed to magnetize the driveway every single night. I just stopped, and I found 5 nails. At this point, I'm not angry, I'm irate that these people do not care and blatantly disregard my safety, my tenant's safety, and direction of the building department. So I'm asking for help. I just stopped by an hour ago.
I was out there earlier, they had a tarp set up to catch all falling debris. There's not much room between the buildings there. So you're gonna get nails, you're gonna get shingles and things like that that fall to the ground. It's the nature of the game. They did agree to clean it up. They did send us pictures that they cleaned up the site tonight and said they ran the magnets.
They did not. I
What
found
is it,
5
what do you mean
nails.
by magnets?
So I have one myself. I did a lot of construction house, before I became a building inspector. Basically have a long tube, square tube that's magnetized. It's got wheels on it, so as you cruise across the ground, it picks up, all steel nails. Won't pick up any aluminum ones if they have that. I don't know, I haven't seen aluminum nails in a while, but,
I was there for 7 minutes. I found 5 nails. And this is within 5 feet. They did broom it. I don't know what the purpose of brooming is.
They did send a video to us of them with the magnet picking up the nails.
I found 5 nails.
I believe you, I'm just telling you that we're not lying to you.
Okay.
This is what, doing the roof?
so the roof will only take a couple more days. It'll be done. And they won't have to worry about it again. It is an old building. There's a lot of layers on there. So it is causing a hell of a mess. But
Was it a tin roof?
yeah, it's a complete tear off. So unfortunately, when you have a situation like this, they're close together. They appear to be trying to do the right thing. If there's a couple nails, I don't know. I can't stop progress over a couple nails.
It's not a couple, it's 5. I already plugged a hole. I paid money for it.
Understood.
I bothered buying the
I understand
magnet.
that, but what I
strong enough.
probably would do until they get that done is just not park there. It is
Sorry
a
to-
driveway.
I'm sorry to interrupt, and with all due respect to the issues you're raising, we're talking about the demolition of that building. That's what the public hearing is on. I think the condition of the repairs might be better suited for general public concern comments.
Okay.
If you have anything on the demolition you want the board to consider, because I know you were in support of that previously, now would be the time to share that with them.
Since the concerns about the demolition, I am concerned about safety caused by the demolition for me and my tenant.
I understand.
And I understand that I may not be able to use the driveway, but I have kids running around there. What if they step on a nail? Is the village going to be responsible for it? So they're not. Mr. Alba, you're smiling, but this is not a smiling matter. This is a safety
I
matter.
don't mean to be smiling.
But you are. So
We're-
now you're
we're not
preventing
gonna be
me from
responsible.
speaking.
I don't mean to prevent you from
But
speaking.
you are.
You're invited to come back up. I'm trying to focus
Mm-hmm.
the issue. This is a
Because we were-
public hearing on the demolition of the building.
And I'm concerned about the safety of the demolition for me and my tenants.
But there's no demolition ordered yet. It's, if you're,
They are demolishing the roof, they're repairing the roof.
I completely understand, and I think Don got out there today. I'm sure he'll get out there again and be closely monitoring the situation. We credit everything you're saying.
Can you find out how long it's going to be before
Right.
we're done?
They should be communicating with their neighbor
Right.
about these things.
Any other concerns about the demo of 47 Main Street? Okay,
You have a motion to close
motion to close, please.
the public hearing if you want.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make the following motion to close the public hearing of 47 Main Street at 7:33.
I second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And that's carried. Next item tonight is the public hearing on community development block grant ideas for our Lancaster side and the Cheektowaga side. So anybody who's followed the recently, Lancaster side here to Transit Road up to Cowling. We had a lot of opportunities to use community development block grant funds and apply for projects over the last number of years. Our area was quite extensive and we put a lot of new sidewalks in, a lot of work at the community center in front there with the sidewalks. Right now, this year and this past year, we're only working on a very small section across the tracks, from the tracks to Main Street, and from Nioga to before Cowling. Wyandotte, right? So we're open to anybody who has project that might be in that area that you might want us to consider.
I'd like to make a motion that we open the public hearing for the community development block grant for the Lancaster and Cheektowaga sides at 7:34 PM.
I second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And that's open.
The administrator is authorized to advertise a public hearing to discuss the community development block grant for the Lancaster and Cheektowaga sides of the Village of Depew on Tuesday, October 14th, 2025, board meeting.
So if anybody has any ideas they might want to share, that we could, for a project.
And I guess to preface, on the Cheektowaga side, our area has changed too. We have a few sections of sidewalk around Fireman's Park that are in that low mod area. And then the areas of near Airview Terrace, Howard, Lee, the streets in those areas,
So west from Transit down those roads.
yeah, are in the low mod area.
So we typically get $100,000, 50 of it, or not quite 50.
Yeah, 49 something.
Goes towards the senior center and helps pay for our van driver and the staff that we have there, plus some projects. And the other half of that 100,000 we put back into typically sidewalk work. We usually get, I don't know how many linear feet, but it's not as much as on this side. But
Right.
that's what we're looking for on the Cheektowaga side. On the Lancaster side, in trying to keep with the same theme of what we've been doing on this portion of the village, is a walkable community. We've replaced a lot of sidewalks on this side. We've just finished the sidewalk work for this year on the, across the tracks here, from St. James over by the small pocket park that we have there, and some on Muskingham, we did some sidewalks. So we're proposing that we're going to redo for the kids in the neighborhood, the small playground park that's on St. James Street, and change out the existing structure that's about 35 years old over there, and put in, we've had requests for swings and a new jungle gym kind of thingy. It has 17 total play areas, that are on these three pieces of equipment. We'll be putting in a safety surface like we did on West Dawson for the kids in case they were to fall on the item. We're also looking to replace the fencing and limit the entrance to the small park more up close to where the parking lot is. And we're also looking to replace some of the items in there, some benches, bike rack, dog waste receptacle, picnic tables, and trash and recycling. All total will be,
Spruce up the gazebo.
oh, right. And our DPW will be doing a lot of in-kind work, which will be our match towards the program. And they'll be painting the gazebo. And I've asked them to do some resurfacing of the concrete that's under the gazebo, as well as some concrete work around the gazebo. Plus, you'll probably be looking at doing the base for the poured-in-play surface, just like you did at the West Dawson. So that's what we're working on right now. This will be submitted to our grant writers later this week, to prepare the application, which has to be handed in by November
3rd, I believe.
Yeah, that Monday.
Yes, the Cheektowaga one is October 29th, I believe. On the Cheektowaga side, we are looking to add some sidewalks where we had some resident concerns over this past winter that there are no sidewalks on Lee, and some concerns about, we did add some additional stop signs, but they had concerns about safe walking for children in the area. And, so we're looking to add some sidewalks that don't exist over there.
Any board member comments? Any comments from the public? Okay. I'll entertain a motion to close that public hearing.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I'd like to make a motion to close the public hearing at 7:39 PM.
I second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And it's carried. Item number 3, authorize the mayor to sign the Erie County snow removal contract.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make the following motion and move for its adoption. Whereas the County of Erie and the Village of Depew would like to enter into a intermunicipal snow removal and ice control agreement for the period of 9/1/25 through 8/31/2028. Whereas the Village of Depew will be paid by the County of Erie $5,279.96 per lane mile for the 2025 through 2026 snow season, $5,491.16 per lane mile for the 2026 through 2027 snow season, and $5,710.80 for the 2027 through 2028 snow season, with the village having to remove snow and ice on 3.16 lane miles. Be it resolved, Mayor Kevin Peterson is authorized to sign the intermunicipal agreement with Erie County for the snow and ice removal, and the village administrator is authorized to invoice the county for the 2 payments due to the village for the contract each year.
I second that.
Need a roll call vote, please?
Trustee Morowski,
Yes.
Trustee Zimba,
Yes.
Trustee Kraft,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Adolph,
Yes.
Mayor Peterson.
Yes.
That is carried.
Resolution number 4, permission to purchase the property at 0 Broadway.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make the following motion. Whereas permission is given to the Village of Depew, Mayor Kevin Peterson, to sign a purchase agreement for the purchase of the parcel at 0 Broadway Street, 103.19-1-16 from Erie County.
I second the motion.
Okay, before we go and take the roll call vote, just so the public understands, this is for $1 that we reached out to Erie County to purchase the property that's adjoining the existing solar farm that's on Broadway. It's 17.2 acres, and it's costing us $1. And that will be a part of the phase 3 of the solar farm. At the very least, the village has an offer for $195,000 in cash, which is $94,999 profit. The solar company people will remediate it to ZEC's specifications before they do anything as far as putting up solar items. We are also entertaining the idea that we may lease it, which in the long term, 20, 25 years, would turn more funds to the village, but in smaller increments. So right now, we're just authorizing the purchase for $1 to the County of Erie for 0 Broadway. I need a roll call vote, please.
Trustee Morosky.
Yes.
Trustee Zimba.
Yes.
Trustee Kraft.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Adolph.
Yes.
Mayor Peterson.
Yes.
And that's carried.
Resolution 5, authorization for the mayor to sign a grant agreement.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I'd like to make a motion to move for its adoption. Be resolved that Mayor Kevin J. Peterson is authorized to execute the grant agreement with the New York State Environmental Facilities Corporation and any and all contracts, documents, and instruments necessary to bring about the project, I&I investigation of Phase 11, and to fulfill the Village of Depew's obligation under the engineering planning grant agreement.
I second the motion.
Need a roll call vote, please?
Trustee Morosky.
Yes.
Trustee Zimba.
Yes.
Trustee Kraft.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Adolph.
Yes.
Mayor Peterson.
Yes.
And that's carried.
Resolution number 6, authorization and appropriation of local match, 20%. It's local match.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make the following resolution and move for its adoption. Be it resolved that the Village of Depew authorizes and appropriates a minimum of 20% local match as required by the Engineering Planning Grant Program for the Village of Depew Engineering Study for Phase 11. Under the Engineering Planning Grant Program, the local match must be at least 20% of the EPG award of $100,000. The source of the local match and any amount in excess of the required match shall be paid using available village funds. The maximum local match appropriated, subject to any changes agreed to by the mayor, shall not exceed $20,000, based upon a total estimated maximum project cost of $120,000. The mayor may increase this local match through the use in-kind services without further approval from the Village of Depew.
I second that
Need
motion.
a roll call vote, please?
Trustee Morosky.
Yes.
Trustee Zimba.
Yes.
Trustee Kraft.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Adolph.
Yes.
Mayor Peterson.
Yes.
That's carried.
Resolution number 7, appoint part-time public safety dispatcher. Pursuant to Section 4-400 of Village Law, I, Mayor Kevin Peterson, do hereby appoint Elaine Clouden to the position of part-time public safety dispatcher in the police department, effective today, October 14, 2025, at the salary as per the 2025-2026 budget. And I need a roll call vote.
Trustee Morosky.
Yes.
Trustee Zimba.
Yes.
Trustee Kraft.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Adolph.
Yes.
Mayor Peterson.
Yes.
That's carried.
Chief McNamara, anything you'd like to add to your new public safety dispatcher?
I would. I'd like to thank Elaine for coming on board to the Depew Police Department family. Elaine's here with her husband Jim, and we appreciate that. Elaine is a full-time employee with Independent Health as a senior physician engagement specialist. But most importantly to us is she comes experienced. She's worked for Erie County as a public dispatcher, safety dispatcher, and has experience with all the same systems that we use. So we're very grateful to have her on board. Congratulations.
Great, congratulations. Senior Dispatcher Shelley Matthews, anything to add?
We're just welcoming her to our family. She's definitely qualified and will fill the gaps that we need in our schedule.
We have the nicest dispatch office in all Erie County. Yeah. That shoebox they used to live out of was pretty tight. All right, well, welcome. Resolution 8, permission for the Depew Volunteer Fire Department.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make the following motion and move for its adoption. Permission is hereby granted to the Engine 1 and Engine 6 to stand by at the Depew High School annual bonfire on Monday, October 20th, from 6 p.m. till 10 p.m. Permission is hereby granted to Engine 1 and Engine 4 to train at the Highview Fire Company located at Airport Drive in the town of Cheektowaga on Tuesday, October 21st, from 7 p.m. till 9 p.m. Permission is hereby granted to the junior firefighters to use the pavilion at the north side located at 112 Brewster Street on Sunday, October 26th, from 12 p.m. till 6 p.m.
I second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That's carried. Resolution number 9, permission to sign a contract with UniFirst.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make the following resolution and move for its adoption. Be it resolved, Mayor Kevin Peterson is authorized to sign the agreement with UniFirst for uniform and rug supplies.
I second that motion.
Need a roll call vote, please.
Trustee Morowski.
Yes.
Trustee Zimba.
Yes.
Trustee Kraft.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Adolph.
Yes.
Mayor Peterson.
Yes.
And that's carried.
Resolution number 10, permission to sign the Enterprise Mobility Contract.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, make the following motion and move for its adoption. Be it resolved, Mayor Kevin Peterson is authorized to sign the agreement with Enterprise for a municipal vehicle leasing agreement.
I second the motion.
Need a roll call vote, please.
Trustee Morowski.
Yes.
Trustee Zimba.
Yes.
Trustee Kraft.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Adolph.
Yes.
Mayor Peterson.
Yes.
And that's carried.
Resolution 11, resolution to modify the 2025-2026 budget.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I'd like to make a motion to move for its adoption. Be it resolved, the administrator is hereby authorized to modify the 2025 to 2026 in the following manner. Item 1, 10.4.2770 to 10.5.5110.200 in the amount of $24,525. Auction sales, DPW. Line item 2, 10.4.2770 to 10.5.3020.414, $275. Auction sales from the electrical department. 3, 90.2.050 to 10.5.7510.414, $120 from Erie County Fair Award. Line 4, 10.4.2770 to 10.5.3120.402 in the amount of $86.48 for overpayment of the uniform allowance. And 5, 10.4.2270 to 10.5.3120.261 in the amount of $220.38 for payment for duty carrier.
I second the motion.
Need a roll call vote, please.
Trustee Morowski.
Yes.
Trustee Zimba.
Yes.
Trustee Kraft.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Adolph.
Yes.
Mayor Peterson.
Yes.
That's carried.
Resolution 12, winter seasonal recreation employees.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make the following motion and move for its adoption. Be it resolved, employment for the Recreation Department's winter seasonal employees, which includes rink guards and cashiers, will begin effective November 2nd, 2025 for the following. Samuel Frey, rink guard. Jaden Rogowski, rink guard. Braylon Rosinski, rink guard. Parker Cole, rink guard. Grady Gunshire, rink guard. Mackenzie Chapman, cashier. Kasha Zolakowski, cashier.
I second the motion.
Need a roll call vote, please?
Trustee Morowski.
Yes.
Trustee Zimba.
Yes.
Trustee Kraft.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Adolph.
Yes.
Mayor Peterson.
Yes.
That's carried.
Resolution 13, permission to waive the permit fee for Depew High School Music Department.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make the following resolution and move for its adoption. Whereas the Depew High School Music Department is asking for the sign permit fees to be waived for their November 15th, 2025 and March 28th, 2026 craft shows. A sign will be placed in front of the high school by Transit Road to advertise the craft shows. Now, therefore, be it resolved that permission is hereby granted to the Depew High School Music Department to waive the permit fees for the sign advertising the craft shows.
I second that motion.
Need a roll call vote, please?
Trustee Morowski.
Yes.
Trustee Zimba.
Yes.
Trustee Kraft.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Adolph.
Yes.
Mayor Peterson.
Yes. Resolution 14, permission for the Depew High School bonfire.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make the motion and move for its adoption. Be resolved, permission is hereby granted to the Depew High School Varsity D Club to hold their annual bonfire on Monday, October 20th, 2025 at 7 p.m. on the football practice field behind the Depew School's bus garage. The Depew Fire Department will be present to provide fire protection with the following stipulations. 1. The fire marshal must meet with an adult advisor on the day of the event to inspect the site and review emergency procedures. 2. No flammable liquids are to be used in lighting the bonfire. 3. The Depew Fire Department will supervise the lighting of the bonfire and will remain on standby for the duration of the event. And 4. The Depew Fire Department reserves the right to cancel the bonfire in the event of adverse weather conditions, i.e. high winds, or any other conditions that may adversely affect public safety.
I second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That's carried. Employment applications have been received recently at the Rec Department. Kasia Zolakowski, David Hodam, and Grady Gunshar. And 15, we didn't get this assigned. If somebody would pick up the motion for department head reports.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make a motion that we approve the department head reports. Police, September 2025.
Second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Done the unfinished and other business. Before we get to public concerns and comments, we'll go around the room for the department heads. I do want to welcome Paul Pfeiffer from Assemblymember Pat Schudlinski's office.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you for coming tonight.
Pleasure to be here. Thank you very much.
It's a Tuesday. We don't normally meet on a Tuesday, so
That actually made it easier for us this week, so thank you for the
Yeah.
accommodation. We appreciate it.
I know he's been very busy and very visible the last month and a half or so.
He has, not to belabor your meeting here this evening, but actually he is in the midst of traveling back from Albany right now. He is the chair of the ranking minority member, of the Library, Education, and Technologies Committee. They had public hearings in Albany today already, looking ahead to next year's budget and what is likely to be a difficult budget season. But nonetheless, he did ask me to express his best wishes to the board. He has been very grateful in his first 9 months in office now of the great working relationship he enjoys with you, Mayor, and by extension, the rest of the village board. He's very grateful for that. Enjoyed spending a lot of time at the Fall Fest recently.
Yes, he did.
And is always very impressed with the quality of the services that you folks provide here. So he asked me to please make sure I share that with you folks. As of late, you've probably seen a number of meeting inquiries and meeting reports about the Climate Leadership and Community Protection Act. It is a bill that the Assemblyman has been very engaged in sponsoring legislation to counteract some of the negative effects of those mandates, concerns about billions of dollars in additional costs on taxpayers, local governments, businesses, if that CLCPA were to be fully implemented. Obviously, he is a supporter of a diverse energy portfolio, so we can be mindful of both protecting the environment, but at the same time, protecting taxpayers, protecting local governments, protecting, people's wallets when it comes to their utility bills. Many of you folks are opening your bills and see double what they were last year at this time. So he's been very vocal on that front. And then more recently, a little bit more locally, he's been playing a leadership role and rallying support from the Western New York delegation to support the Walden Galleria Mall and their owners. The Walden Galleria is a major employer for the community. It is a significant contributor to the town of Cheektowaga's tax base. It's a significant contributor to Maryvale Schools tax base, to the Cheektowaga Central School District tax base, and it quite frankly remains a tourist attraction. When people come into town, people come in for various sporting events, athletic events, conventions, whatever it may be, it's important to have the last remaining large mall, indoor shopping center, and entertainment and recreation and dining and all those things under the control of that management, the pyramid, where they will continue to change venues, look to actively market the mall as a destination location as opposed to a receiver who just might find ways to try to squeeze every nickel out until the mall's no longer viable. So we were pleased with the recent court action and Walden Gallery's success in that regard. And then finally, just to make sure that we convey to the board, the Assemblyman is very much looking to be a partner with you folks, and if there's anything at all that we could be helpful with, any issues with state government, state agencies, any assistance, things of that nature, initiatives, our door is always open, the Assemblyman's door is always open, and he looks forward to working with and supporting you folks and as you strive to provide better services here for the residents of Depew. So thank you very much for the invitation this evening.
Thank you, Paul.
Appreciate it.
Okay, we'll go around our table. DPW Superintendent Ken Pick.
Not too much. You start a leaf pickup. Please don't recommend the streets. Please don't cover the storm drains. You don't want to flood the road. And we're getting ready for winter. Plows are out. Start putting them on shortly.
Sounds good.
Not really.
You guys do a great job. All your crew's always done a great job with salting and plowing the streets. I know you get a lot of compliments. Across the table here, we're going Don in our building department.
Not too much report. It is the end of the season. We've got a lot of large projects that come in. It's requiring a lot of our time, so be patient with us. If you've dropped off plans and stuff for us to review, we will get to it and get it back out in a timely manner. And it's that time of year. Keep your yards cleaned up. Please get rid of any unregistered vehicles. We're still having a problem with that. And that's pretty much it.
So everyone, BOCES folks, we met with them before in our pre-board work session, and construction has started on the facility, Dick Road in Walden, for what will be a 200 and just under 20,000 square foot facility for up to 500 educationally challenged individuals. And we're looking forward to a great relationship with serving in 19 different school systems that BOCES will have.
Project.
So it's a big project for the village. We'll go to Chief McNamara over in our police department.
Yeah, like everybody else in the village, we were very busy. This past month, we handled 1,709 total complaints, 121 of them which were criminal. We responded to 30 accidents. One of them involved a pedestrian bicycle, and 7 were injury accidents. We arrested a total of 46 individuals, 2 of them being juveniles, and we issued 375 summonses this past month.
Right. On the other side, Chief Musilak from our fire department.
Yes, good evening, everyone. Since our last board meeting, we've had 23 calls, brings us to 324 year-to-date. Right on pace for about 450 calls, give or take. I'm happy to say that our new Squad 2 has been in service for a few weeks now, and it's responding to calls and serving our residents of their village. It's a great addition to our fleet. Also, we've had our department inspection back on Saturday, September 27th, where we recognize our members for their achievements throughout the year. At that, we recognized 2 families that are 4th-generation firefighters in our fire department, which is huge. It's 4 generations that continue to serve in our fire department, and a lot of our membership is based on those generations and carrying on that tradition. It's a big thing in the fire service, so they were recognized along with several members for years of service, including our own Mayor Peterson for 15 years in the fire department, some 25, 30-year, 40-year members. So it was a good night, and we were able to recognize quite a few of our members for their achievements, which is always a good thing. Also, the fire department will be participating in the bonfire this coming Monday, and then the motorcade next Friday for Depew High School rivalry game with Lancaster. We had a successful Halloween in the park. I believe this was our 3rd year having it, and it was couldn't have been done with the help of all our departments, the police department, the village board, Department of Public Works, and our rec department did a fantastic job of getting the park ready for us as well. And of course, all the members of the Depew Fire Department. It was a great success. We had a great day. I think it was our best weather we've had yet in the 3 years. And we had a really good turnout. Glad all the kids and parents and families got to come out and enjoy the afternoon in the Fireman's Park for a nice Halloween event. Then, let's see here. Congratulations to our new public safety dispatcher. Don't listen to anything Shelley tells you about me. I promise you it's not true. Well, it might be a little bit. But other than that, like I said, we lost a key component of our fire department. We have many members in our fire department that serve 30, 40, 50 plus years, some 60 plus years in our fire department in the village of Depew. And, that's always a big loss to us. 57 years of service is a lot of years of service to dedicate to the residents of the village and our neighboring communities. So Rich will be sorely missed. It's hard to replace that knowledge and experience that comes along with that. Other than that, just to remember, October is Fire Prevention Month. Remember to check your batteries in your smoke detectors, your batteries in your CO detectors. Make sure everything is working properly. Make sure that if you have chimneys, get your chimneys cleaned before you fire them up. Fire up those wood stoves or those fireplaces. Furnaces, filters, get them serviced. And, God forbid you might need us. Obviously, call us and we'll be there for you.
Brian, when does the burn ban expire?
The burn ban expires tomorrow, actually, October 15th. And I haven't heard of any extensions.
Okay, legal from Sam Alba.
Sure. I'll keep it short tonight. We're looking at revising our cannabis dispensary and smoke shop law. As many of you know, we were one of the first municipalities in New York State to pass a local law regulating cannabis, legal cannabis stores. And in the year or so, 2 years since we passed that law, we've realized improvements could be made, specifically with the criteria for smoke and vape shops versus the criteria for legal state licensed cannabis dispensaries. So that's something we'll be working on.
Okay. Thank you. Village Administrator Regina Gronkowski.
Not much. We are working on getting our new website up and running. There should have a prototype with more of the pages to us later this week, and hopefully we'll be making that transition in early November.
Okay. Trustee Morosky.
I'm good right now.
Oh, yeah, okay. You're also president of the fire department, and you had a great turnout the other day.
Great turnout the other day. It was fun by all. The weather was phenomenal.
How many pumpkins did you give away?
180 of them.
Very good.
Yes, good day.
Trustee Z?
2 quick points. Had a NEST meeting, Northeast South Towns Home Hazardous Waste Collection, run by the county. The county agreed to pay the bill for $36,545.32. That was for the event we had back in May. We hosted the event to collect home hazardous waste materials. They want to come back, so if it's all right with you guys, we'll host them next year again. Paint collection. Hamburg's having a free paint collection. It's this Saturday, 8:30 to 1 p.m. You have to make a reservation if you want to get rid of some paints. www.erie.gov/recycling. And that is, they'll give you all the details on that. I just got this at the last meeting. I don't even know the location. I can't believe I can't report on the location. I'm embarrassed. Now, hold on, I gotta have it. I'm not gonna take up your lot of time.
Hamburg.
Yeah, somewhere in Hamburg.
Hamburg.
Amber.
Yeah, but I don't have the address. I can't believe that. I apologize. They'll give it to you on the
Or give it
website.
online.
Get it online. You know what? Now I remember it. They didn't put out the address. They wanted you to go there. I remember that. Yeah, you gotta go online to get the address. Nest is looking for a recording secretary. No one has filled the position since Liz left.
Wow.
So there's that. And then the village hosted the electronic waste drive here at Village Hall last week, Saturday. I don't have the totals for that yet. As soon as I get them from Buffalo Computer Recycling, I'm sharing with everybody. And it wasn't as smooth as I would have liked, but it was a successful event nonetheless. That's it.
Darren, I want to thank you for taking on the role over the years.
Thanks.
This is your 5th year doing that, I believe?
Yes.
Being on Nest and working with the county and getting our recycling stuff done. Appreciate your help. Done a great job.
Thank you. So what do you think? Should I put my hat in the ring for recording secretary at Nest, subject myself to more?
Well,
Nobody wants it.
you're a secretary with the union, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
There you go. You know the job.
Somebody's got to take it. It can't go on like this forever.
Well, I'm sure you'll do a great job. If you want, I'll write you a letter of
I
recommendation.
don't know. Let me think. Thanks. All right, thanks.
Go across the table here, Trustee Kraft.
Nothing new here.
Trustee Kraft and her family, they're always helping out with all of our events. Brian, there's a husband, and he may be put up for volunteer of the year. I guess.
Yes.
Absolutely.
He might
Guys
get
just
an
like him for
award.
his height.
sometime.
My husband's like 6'4", so they use him for his height.
Yeah, we don't need a ladder when he's around. Deputy Mayor Adolph.
I just want to throw out the call again. We are putting together the veteran banner program to hang on the telephone poles. The submissions are coming to a close for that, so I will be putting it out into the community again, and I'll ask the administrator hopefully to post again. I'll send so it'll be online as well, but if you have a veteran that either lived in the village of Depew or has a connection to the village of Depew, we're asking for submissions of the photos so that we can hang the banner on the poles, and that closes mid-October, so we're just about there. And then I'll be submitting them all. It's cost-free to the taxpayer. This is done through CGI, which is a community program done out of Rochester, New York, so locally sourced even. And hopefully we'll have the banners ready for Veterans Day, the 11th of November. So be on the lookout for that. Anyone online or here wants to send a photo of someone they know, and that we need permission as well to put it on the poll, you can email it directly to me at aadolf@villageofdepew.org.
Any messages from the tree czar?
So the application is now open for Tree City USA, so I'll be working on the application for that. Yep, Ken loves it because I need all the data on the trees, so I pester him and Deb and his department and to compile the application. But looking forward to hopefully getting renewed again to be a Tree City USA, and we're 5 years right now, so we're very proud of that.
And I'll finish up for those that travel on George Urban Boulevard between Transit and Dick Road. You know, it's been a bit of a challenge, certainly from St. Martha's down to Dick Road. The word from Erie County, who is overseeing the work, is that they hope to have it wrapped up by the end of this month. So right now, they're working on the drainage curbs, and all the drains have been put in on the part, the west section, and then the entire street from Transit to Dick will be milled and paved. So we're looking forward to that. And the other thing too is if you do get the bee or check it out on Facebook, my article last week was focused on the challenge that the residents in the village of Depew on the Cheektowaga side have continued to endure for the last 32 plus years, where they do not properly account for the fact that us taxpayers there are paying for everything, including their police department, which we don't use. So I closed my article last week with that if you are on that side and are voting in their elections in about 3 weeks, and you get an opportunity to talk to one of the 11 people that are running for 4 spots on the town board, ask the question where they stand on adequately compensating the taxpayers on that side of this village for the money that we put towards it. Without a doubt, and I live on that side, Janelle, Deputy Mayor, Mr. Chief, on this side over here, Trustee Zimba, it's the largest of the 3 bills that we all pay, whether it's the village of Depew, whatever school system you're in, and then whichever town you're in, whether it's Lancaster or Cheektowaga. It's by far the most, it's the highest paid tax that we have. So anyway, read the article. It's a little bit interesting. I'll open it up to the floor finally. I'm sorry we're long-winded today, but this will be time for public comment on any topic. Pastor Turley? Debbie? Mayor Nakonowitz, how are you? Good?
He's here. Not hearing you.
You're her support
So
today.
how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Great.
That's your support.
That's right. My name is Deborah Turley. Do you need my address?
Sure.
Well, and my home address or the community center address?
Go to community center. How's that?
I'm with the Depew Community Center at 570 Gould in the village of Depew. And I was here 2 weeks ago making a request, but we didn't have the plans from Wendell, the engineering firm, ready for the building department. So you tabled it, and I'm back. Happy to report that the plans were finally delivered to us today and immediately delivered to Don. And so our request, once again, is for an extension of our temporary certificate of occupancy with the understanding that we are moving forward with the next phase of our development of that property, which includes an ADA entrance and a brand-new parking lot off the back of the building. And those are the plans, the permit set that Don received today.
Yep.
I'm happy to answer any questions.
Got him. All right.
Yeah, that's really the key of what we were waiting for, allowing them to have a temporary business or temporary occupancy of the building to get the ADA into compliance, with today's standards, and they have provided the documents that I need to review them, and obviously if there's any critiques, we'll get that straightened out, but I don't have any problems if the board...
That's one of my question was going to be, are you be able to guide the board here, and we'll put it on in 13 days at the next meeting and be able to take care of that?
Yep.
You're good with it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'd ask just a simple addition to the permit that there be a provision in there that the Depew Community Action indemnify and hold the village harmless from anything that occurs in the building while the temporary occupancy is extended. I can draft that up.
Okay.
Make it part of the resolution.
That'd be fine.
Just a
Thank
small
you.
condition.
Sure.
Okay. Very good.
So do I come back in 2 weeks?
You won't need to.
I don't need to?
No, you can watch us online when we take care of it.
Thank
We
you.
just-
Popcorn is gonna be.
You're gonna help draft that then? for the day?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Great. And I'm always available for anything you need.
Place is hopping over there.
It's
guys.
hopping 7 days a week and most nights.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very good.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Yep. The only thing we need to do is we need to get the Vine Church also in our little group calendar thing, because during our electronic pickup, they had their fall
Oh, they
fest.
had their fall fest, yeah.
Yeah, it was a little bit crammed.
Right. So you are the master of the calendar, so I have their contact information.
Okay.
Do you want me to get that to you? And
That would
you
be
can
great.
invite them?
Jason Arno?
Yeah, perfect.
Jason, is it?
Actually, the secretary, but
Diane.
she and I have already talked about this.
Yeah.
So,
All right, good.
Yeah.
great.
Perfect.
Okay,
Thank
thank you
you.
very much.
Anyone else? Welcome back.
Thank you. So I would like some kind of resolution or suggestion regarding these unsafe conditions.
Okay.
No, Charlie.
Look, can I speak to this for a minute? Our building department's put a lot of time into this problem, okay? Thanks to you, a little bit to you, for helping the building get an eyesore corrected, right? The work's getting done, right? So thank you for your efforts with that. You said it was unsafe, the work's being done now to try and make it safe, right? Now, we've got Nails down there today, addressed the problem. They said they were gonna fix it. They sent him a video of their attempts to fix it. Okay, so you brought this to our attention, 5 nails. I get it. When I had my roof done, I was finding nails in my mulch and in my driveway 6 months after the fact. So, yeah, they might have did it, but they didn't do it to your specs. I don't want you to think that nobody here wants to help you, okay?
That's the feeling exactly
I
that
don't
I'm
want you to
feeling.
think that. Everyone does want to help you, and the work's getting done. He went out there today.
See, when
Fortunately, he's
I,
gonna have to go back tomorrow because we found 5 nails, but we don't live in a perfect world, so it's hard. I know you're worried about kid safety,
right,
okay, and stepping on it,
I got 3 over there.
okay? Don will go back tomorrow. The board does want to help you, but we gotta do it within the constraints of the law, and we are doing that within the law. I believe we are. I have confidence that we are within the law, right, Sam? There's only so much we can do.
So I just take it on the chin and keep going every week
I don't want to
to fix
describe
the
it
tires?
like that. If that's how you want to describe it,
But that's
it's
how
only
it
for a
feels.
couple days, right? We got to live in this world together, okay? It's 5 nails. Don's going to tell him tomorrow, hey, you didn't do a good enough job.
This
You
is
got to
what I
do it
found.
again.
This is the 5 nails I found within the first seven minutes being there. I don't know how many more there. I just saw that there is not like 1 missed or 2 missed.
I know, they get stuck in the mulch. They blend in with the.
When I was doing the magnet, I found every nail. I guarantee you. These people don't care.
Well, we're going to, Don, you're going to look into it once more again, right? You'll contact them, say, hey, we saw the video that you did the job, right?
Be out there first thing
But
tomorrow.
you didn't do it up to specs because we still have an additional problem. Can you do it a little better? It's for a couple days, you said, with the roof.
Yeah, once
It's
the
gonna
roof is
end.
stripped back, it's.
It's gonna end.
It'll be, that portion will be ending.
But
Now, they still have siding and stuff to do on that side, so
they are repairing the building to make it safe, which is getting rid of an eyesore for the village.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thanks.
Okay. Any other comments, public comments? Okay. One more time. Seeing that there is none, we'll entertain a motion for claims and accounts.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make a motion that the claims and accounts have been audited by the Finance Committee and are approved for payment as follows.
From the general fund, $267,424.47. Community development, 0. Sewer fund, 0. Capital projects, $450,798.23. For a total of $718,222.70.
I second that motion.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? And that's carried, and I'll entertain a motion for adjournment tonight.
Honorable Mayor and Board of Trustees, I make a following motion to adjourn with a moment of silence for our 57-year member, Richard Brozart.
I second the motion.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That's carried, and we're closed at,
22.
what do we got?